Let's talk about AI. So this has been an amazing year for AI. At Meta alone, we have launched AI models that can generate 3D video from text prompts, that can create sound from images, that can bring objects into VR just by looking at them, that can let you speak a different language in your own voice, and of course, a leading open source foundation model, Llama 2, all in the last 12 months. But this is really just the beginning. Because if you look across the industry and if you look at what everyone is doing, most people haven't yet had the chance to experience these LLMs or any of these AI advances yet. And that's a thing that I think that we can help change. So today, I want to talk about some of the work that we've been doing to bring this state-of-the-art AI into the apps that billions of people use. So we set a standard for open source language models with Llama 2. But before today, we haven't talked that much about our image generation models. And our team has been quietly working on these and cranking on them, and they've gotten really good. So we call it EMU for Expressive Media Universe, continuing with our animal theme. And just take a look at these images. Because today we're starting to roll out a bunch of products with this in it. And they're high quality, photorealistic. But one of the coolest things is that EMU generates them fast. All right, so it's not a minute. It's about 5 seconds to generate one of these, which just makes it really fun to play with, because you can just iterate. And my kids tell me it's still not fast enough, but but 5 seconds kind of gets to the point where you're really cooking. All right, so we built this into chats, and we'll get to that in a moment. But first, let's talk about stickers. Because every day, people send hundreds of millions of stickers to express things in chats. And every chat is a little bit different, and you want to express subtly different emotions. But today, we only have a fixed number. But with EMU, now you have the ability to just type in what you want. You'll generate a set of custom, never-before-seen stickers on the fly. And you can send them to your friends. We've been testing this for a little bit, and people do seem to really like this. And today, we're rolling it out very broadly across our different apps. In addition to stickers, we're also bringing AI editing tools to Instagram next month. At Meta, one of the views that we have on the development of AI that is a little bit different from the rest of the industry is, we don't think that there's going to be like one singular super intelligence that everyone interacts with. But our view is that people are going to want to interact with a bunch of different AIs for the different things that you want to do. And I actually think that over time, a lot of you are going to want to make your own AIs to advance individual goals that you have, whether you're a small business and you want to interact with customers, or if you're a creator and you want to engage your community, or whatever it is that you do. So we are building a platform for creating AIs that can help you get things done or just have fun. And the way this is going to work is people are going to be able to interact with these AIs across the whole Meta universe of products. So, of course, you'll be able to chat with them in WhatsApp and Messenger and Instagram Direct. But beyond that, they're going to have profiles in Instagram and Facebook, and you'll be able to interact with them. And eventually, they're going to be embodied as avatars and live and be able to interact with them in the metaverse too. And we're going to open this platform up for developers and more use cases soon. I'm really looking forward to seeing what all of you build. But even before that, we have been creating a bunch of AIs ourselves, and we're going to start rolling these out in beta today and ramping that a bit over the next couple of days. So let's meet some of them. All right, first up, we got Meta AI. Meta AI is your basic assistant, right? That you can talk to like a person. right? You can message Meta AI and any of the messaging apps, WhatsApp, Messenger, Instagram, Direct. Soon you're going to be able to message it in Quest 3, and it's going to help you, answer your basic questions or requests. It is based on, it's built with a model that's based on Llama 2, but in addition, it also has access to real-time information and broader knowledge through a partnership that we've done with Microsoft and Bing Search. So here you can see it. You ask a question. It has access to real-time information. It can point you towards that. It can point you towards search results. Our new image generation model, Emu, is also built directly into Meta AI. So you can just message it and tag anything with Imagine, and it will generate high-quality, photorealistic images right there in the chat in seconds for free. So pretty excited about that. And another neat feature of this is that you can invoke Meta AI in any chat. So it doesn't just have to be Meta AI's, your thread with them. You can do it in group chats, right? You just start your message with Meta AI, and it's going to respond. And we've been testing this internally, and it is really fun to just generate fun messages, photos, or settle debates really quickly, or just whatever it is that you want to do. But it's super convenient. All right, so I think that Meta AI, it's our basic assistant. I think it's going to be really useful. We're going to focus over the coming months and years on building this out into a deeper and deeper personal assistant with more integrations across everything we do. And I think this is going to be a big deal. But in addition to this, we have also been experimenting with creating some AIs that are a bit more fun, right? That have some more personality, opinions, interests, just a little more interactive and fun to play with. So let's check this out. So let's say you're planning dinner. You got Max, the sous chef, who can help you come up with a recipe and help you come up with ideas. So if you want to find a way to sneak some broccoli into your kid's dinner, Max has got you. Let's say you add too much salt to the recipe, he can help you balance it out. All right? Or let's say you're writing something like a keynote and you're not really sure where it started. You can ask Lily, or personal editor AI, who can help you brainstorm and share tips. Or you can give her a bunch of the text that you've written, and she can help you edit it and make it better. Or maybe you're traveling and you're trying to plan a road trip with your kids. You've got Lorena, who's going to be able to help you find the best barbecue on the road trip, or find a good national park or a beautiful spot to take the kids. So there you go. That's a few of them. These are just a few of the AIs that we've trained so far. There are a lot more that are coming. And they're going to span all kinds of different interests, from gaming to fashion to philosophy to just all kinds of fun stuff. But the important thing here is that this isn't just going to be about answering queries, right? This is about entertainment and about helping you do things to connect with the people around you and helping you accomplish the things that you want across whatever your different goals are. And because we thought that this should feel fun and it should feel familiar, so we did something a little bit different for us. And we partnered with a bunch of pretty awesome people to basically embody these and play them. So let's say you want to get in shape. Well, this is Victor, played by Dwayne Wade. And he's going to pull together a workout plan for you and get you motivated. And the good thing about Victor is he is there any time that you want to get a workout in, so you don't have to schedule a session or something like that. And he is always going to be encouraging you to hit your goals. All right, let's say you're trying to pull together Halloween costumes for your family. Well, you got Dylan, played by Lore DIY, who's got you covered on craft. So, my daughter really wanted me to be Dumbledore and kind of struggling with the beard thing. So you got Dylan, and she helped me work this out. But then I got this other problem, which is my other daughter doesn't want to go with the Harry Potter theme. She just wants to be an apple. So I'm like, all right, how do I fit this into the theme? And I think that's actually a pretty good idea. So, all right, so anyhow, so that's Dylan. Okay, or let's say You want to do something a little bit wilder. Let's say you want to play a role-playing game. Well, now you can just drop the dungeon master into one of your chats, and let's check this guy out.
Let's get medieval, player.
I mean, who hasn't wanted to play a text, adventure game with Snoop Dogg? Oh, man. So, it's good. The expressions are good. We've got voice coming over the couple of months, probably early next year or something like that. But this is pretty fun to play with. At this point in the keynote, I was kind of thinking, we could do an audible. You want a live demo? Yeah! All right. Can't promise much, but let's try it. Let's try it and see what happens. All right. So let's see. Where are we? OK. Which one? What do we do? Forge ahead? Forge ahead. Let's forge ahead. Gather your weapons and armor. Well, I think we know what to do. Let's get on a horse. All right, we return to the keynote at this point. All right. All right. The demo gods have smiled upon us. All right. All right, so that's just a handful of some of the AIs that we're building. And there are a lot more to discover. So we put together this quick video just featuring some of the people we're working on this project with. I think this is pretty fun.
We built some AIs you can interact with, and then partnered with awesome people to play some of them to make them even more fun. Introducing Meta's AIs, with Tom Brady as Brew, ready to throw you his deep knowledge of sports.
Seriously? How could you not know that?
Naomi Osaka as Tamika, proving it's cool to geek out.
Time for a selfie.
Chris Paul as Perry. He's preaching the gospel of golf.
Drive for show, putt for dope.
Paris Hilton is Amber. She's taking a stylish bite out of crime.
Not to brag, but I am a forensic expert.
Mr. Beast is Zach. This dude's funny. Like, funny.
I'm not saying I know everything.
Israel Adesanya as Louise. He'll make sure you never tap out.
The more you know, the better you can move on the map.
Kendall Jenner as Billy. She'll always have your back.
I'll keep it real, but above all, I'll keep it on the DL.
Roy Choi is Max. Nix that delivery order. You're cooking in tonight.
Chef, what's on the menu today?
Charlie D'Amelio is Coco. Making sure you and your moves aren't sus.
Hey, y'all. You ready to dance?
Snoop Dogg is Dungeon Master. Slay the games you love.
Your quest begins now, player.
So, if you're looking to explore your interests, learn a new skill, settle a debate, or just have fun, start using Meta's AIs.
All right. We're also very focused on giving all of you the ability to build AIs too. So we've been creating something that we call AI Studio. And it is a platform for building these kind of AIs. And we're starting by opening up the API for integrating into our messaging apps to start. And that's going to open in the coming weeks. We are also building a sandbox so that people who don't code can also train AIs like this, and we're working on that and iterating on it, and we hope to have that out sometime early next year. And we're also working on bringing all of this to the metaverse too, where you're going to be able to have these AIs will be able to be embodied as avatars. You'll be able to make them as NPCs in the different games and experiences that you build and all of the different Horizon worlds. And I think that that's going to be really neat. Now, in addition to this, we're also making it so that businesses can use these, because I think that there's a very big need for businesses to want to engage with customers for commerce and support. And we are actually launching with a very small number of businesses in alpha today. We're going to focus on really dialing this in before we roll it out more broadly. I think that this is going to be a challenging optimization. So I think this is going to be a lot of the next year. We're going to be kind of focused on building this out for businesses before we release this more broadly. But I'm really excited to begin on that journey with that alpha today. We also are excited about getting this in creators' hands so that you can build AIs that represent you to help you grow your community and engage with your community. But one of the things is, as we're building that, that's what we think is going to come sometime in probably the first half of next year, because we think that getting the brand safety on that is just really critical, right? We want to make sure that if you're a creator, that you can train these AIs. That way, they're going to say things that just kind of reflect the way that you would want to represent your brand and your community. And that's still going to require a bit of work to get there. We want to make sure we do this thoughtfully. So for this very first release, we thought it would be a little easier to start by making up some new characters rather than trying to make something that has perfect fidelity to a kind of a real creator. But we'll get there. It is important to do all of this very thoughtfully, right? Because generative AI, it's powerful. There's a lot of awesome potential. But there are also clearly going to be some new challenges that come with this too. And some of these challenges are going to look a lot like the ones that our integrity teams have gotten world class at, and a lot of experience dealing with those kind of challenges over the last set of years. But there are also undoubtedly going to be some new challenges too. And we've tried to think about this in advance and brainstorm as to what these would be and build as many safeguards in as we can. We've been training and fine-tuning the models to fit our safety and responsibility guidelines. We've done a lot of red teaming with experts on this. We've been building guardrails around inappropriate conversations. And of course, we share the system cards for all these systems publicly, so that way people can look at what the systems do and how they work and can give us feedback on that. We're also taking the step of rolling this stuff out a bit more slowly than we normally would. So that way, as issues come up, as we're rolling this out, we can address them before we get to scale. And overall, we're really focused on making sure that this technology will be beneficial to our lives and additive to our social interactions, because that's what we're here to do. I'm really optimistic about this. I mean, I think that this is going to enable a wide range of new use cases. I mean, some of the stuff that we showed today, but a lot more to come too. And I think that this is just going to transform how people use all of our products, from feeds to chat to all the metaverse stuff to virtual and augmented reality. I think it's going to change how businesses and creators think about these platforms too.